Hey everybody, welcome to the Rise or Die podcast, episode 38 with Stephen M. Lowisz, Define Crazy. So, when I tell people a little bit about my schedule, and it's typical, I'm actually pissed. I woke up 3 hours late today. Yesterday, I woke up a little late. I've obviously been needing sleep, but it actually stopped me from doing a podcast yesterday, which pissed me the fuck off. Now, that being said, when I tell most people about my normal schedule, not Steven's behind the ball schedule, people kind of think I'm a little crazy. So let me give you an example. I did wake up late yesterday. I think it was 5:30. My goal is 4, or my target is 4. Today it was 7. That pissed me off big time. But normally it's 4. I wake up, I work a bunch. I do my core 4, body, being, balance, and business, invest in each one of those. Which, again, I've said it before, but I'm licensed by Wake Up Warrior to use that terminology. I wake up, I do my core 4. I usually get to talk to my wife a little bit. I go to work, which in this case now is at home, doing my second week of self-employment here. It's going awesome. Then I go to jiu-jitsu, sometimes MMA, and then after that, such as with yesterday, I'll go to get my Ironman training in. Ironman 70.3. Not the full one, the half. Got to make sure I specify that because Ironman sounds a lot cooler than obviously a half Ironman. People think I'm a little crazy because it's go, 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 go. I never actually really rest. In fact, my wife laughs at me, and frankly, it gets irritating because I am so productivity oriented. If I'm not doing something, if I'm not investing my time and energy in something, whether that's fitness or spending time with her or work or even just something for myself, I can't just sit and watch TV. I can't just sit and be sedentary. And people call me a little crazy, So I hired my first employee last week on my very first week of self-employment. It's going great so far, by the way. He's awesome. He was kind of laughing because I was talking about all these different initiatives I have going on. 3 companies doing a certification program through Wake Up Warrior. 100K in debt. Like, I'm very transparent. I told him everything, just like I do with you guys. I'm not a very private person. I'm happy to be read like a book. And he looked at me and was basically like, dude, you're crazy. And that's something that I often get. And then I look at some of the other guys that I look up to. I mean, everyone looks up to someone, right? It could be God and Jesus, and that's certainly the case for me. But then you look at others, practical people, not to say that God and Jesus aren't practical, but people that are still living, I should say. And I look at some of these guys, and I know of one that his target for body this year, body, being, balance, and business, his target for body is literally climb every one of the 7 highest peaks, the highest on every continent, including Mount Everest. Okay. He also is worth probably a couple $100 million, if not more. He also has a good marriage. And I follow a lot of guys that they're doing more than I could ever imagine. They're making tens and even hundreds of millions of dollars. They have awesome marriages and families. They are connected with God. Oh, and by the way, they make me look like a fat ass. Like, that's the kind of guy that I want to mirror myself after, not the average guy who makes 40, 50K at best. He has a crappy marriage. His idea of having fun is just getting drunk every weekend. Like, that's not for me. And people call me crazy, and I'm looking at these other guys calling them crazy, but that's my target. That's my goal. It's okay to be a little crazy. It's okay for someone to look at you and say, like, what the hell? You get up at 4, you go to bed at like 11. That's like 5 hours of sleep. You're go, go, go. You're working out 2-3 hours a day. You're also investing more in your family than I am. And by the way, you work crazy long hours. Yeah, I do believe that there's a way to have it all. The way to have it all is give yourself permission to be crazy. Give yourself permission to go after the dreams and goals and targets that you've been wanting to for a long time, but have sat on your ass for. Give yourself permission to quit your job. Give yourself permission to actually walk in and love your wife. You don't have to be a prick when you walk in the door. Give yourself permission to open up to your kids. Give yourself permission to actually eat healthy. Yeah, that's right. Give yourself permission to have the idea that you are actually a healthy human being that needs nutritious food. It really comes down to permission. You can change your mindset. You can change everything about you. I know I have. Even this year alone, I've completely transformed. I was miserable working for someone else. Now I'm having a ball and growing more rapidly than I could ever ask for. That's not true. I can always ask for more. I'm growing quicker than I could ever expect, more stable than I could expect so far. And it's only February 20th. It's okay to be crazy. Give yourself permission. It's okay to want more. Give yourself permission. It's okay to be looked down on as a workaholic. The difference is I'm a workaholic across body, being, balance, and business. I'm not just a workaholic when it comes to business. It's all work. If anyone told you otherwise, then they lied. Life is all work. It's a game of endurance. But at the end of the day, it's just a game. So don't take yourself too seriously either. Be a little crazy. Laugh at yourself. I love it. One of my favorite things is getting up at 4. It's hard to do. That's why I slept until 7 today. Pissed me off. Now I'll just have to make it up tonight, which sucks because it's also my anniversary. So after my wife goes to bed, I'll be getting up to work some more. But that's okay. That's how you balance things. That's how you have a good marriage and good business. You're willing to sacrifice a little sleep because there's other more important things. So that's what I want to leave you with today. Give yourself permission to be crazy. Be the definition of crazy. Now, as always, do someone a favor. Share this podcast with someone that needs a little kick in the ass, someone that you want more for out of their life. In addition, sign up for some of our exclusive content at riseordiepodcast.com. Throw in your email. I'll send you one right back. Then you'll get some of that exclusive content as time goes on. I'll talk to you tomorrow for episode 39.